Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Final Fantasy Legend 2. So, we've got to go hunt down Apollo. But before we do that, it's time to sell off a bunch of stuff. And also, I made preparations. Star is now a turtle again. At least I recall Star being a turtle. This time a D-turtle. Both gas and flame. Don't get too used to it. But anyway. So the elixirs are largely useless, except for the fact we can go ahead and just use one. There we go. And we can sell this. We can sell the defense sword. We can sell the ninja gauntlets. The hyper will keep. The karate will sell. The sun sword will sell. The side gun I want to keep. Okay, so let's see what items I have built up here. All the tents. Okay, so need to get rid of a few things here. These cure books gotta go now. And this partially used flare book. Let's get rid of that. And the cat claw we don't need. The slide gun will work much better than the cat claw. Go ahead and get a full flare book on you. We have way too much money right now. So first things first, we're buying a door. The door acts exactly like the Pegasus Magi. It's just a limited use item. Okay, so now buy a bunch of heal staves, because they are going to come in very useful very soon. And now let's get rid of the stuff I don't want, to clear space for all the stuff that is useful. I think you should. Somebody has tents. I think it was the one I was just at. Because I want 4 tents. Because I don't want to be 2 tents. Okay, 1 door is all we will need. This hyper. Going to hang out down there for a bit. Tents. 3 healing staves there. I think I want a couple more of those. Okay. We're going over here. And nope, not you. You don't have what I want. You have what I want. 50 uses of flare there. And just because... I didn't think you had one. We'll get one more heal staff before we go take on Apollo. So let's double check here. We've got you with the Excalibur. I should say me with the Excalibur, the glass rod, or glass sword. Your hunchback is exactly as it should be. Side gun, flare, and heal. That works. And Star has, well, what Star has. Unfortunately, you do not have a weapon I really want to use. Well, in any event, we are now as prepared as we can be for the showdown with Apollo. And with Magi at hand, we can open this door again. Or, well, we can open the door now. We couldn't before. And now we're in the middle of that overworld area we've been looking at for, well, pretty much the entire game. Well, the entire game between worlds, anyway. So Apollo's standing right there. So let's do the smart thing, because Apollo can very well just absolutely destroy you. No matter how buff or bad you are. And I'm going to waste a tent. Which is not the worst thing in the world, because we can go back to that town if we really need to. That's what the doors are for. Now let's just double check. Yep, okay. And Dad here wants to go, dude, don't use the Magi. And Apollo's shocked to see him alive. It is too dangerous. Please stop. And Apollo's like, what, dangerous for me? Who do you think you're talking to here? Besides, I've already used them. Did you think I'm a Republic serial villain? Something like that. And now we will finally get to put our hands on Apollo. As soon as I wipe the water out of my eye, because for some reason my eye decided to just flood. I promise I'm not that emotional over this game. Maybe a little, but not enough for that. So anyway, we have to defeat Apollo. Apollo is a smug bastard. He has a bunch of hit points, but he's going to stand here for quite a few turns and not actually do anything to us. So we hit him with Excalibur, we're going to hit him with the laser, we're going to hit him with the side pistol, and, well, sadly, Star doesn't have much that's going to break his defense. Because remember, he's got the Magi, so he's going to be using Aegis on us a whole lot. Poor Dad, on the other hand, has no weapons that will actually punch through that defense very well. So he's just going to pop a cap in him. Luckily, we can get about 2,000 damage per turn. And it will take a few turns before he finally decides he actually wants to fight. Right now, he's just kind of gloating about how powerful he is. Yeah, you have the mighty power of magic, we have weapons, and they're hurting you. I mean, I assume that this was kind of meant to be, if you try to use conventional weapons on him, he's pretty much invincible. But we don't, well, one of us has conventional weapons, and the other is a beast without a way to punch through. And now that he has finally had enough of our tomfoolery, he's no longer defending with the Magi, and now he's going to transform. And now he's actually going to start doing things like attacking with a Masamune. So, what's the best thing to do now? Well, keep up this bombardment, except now I believe we can actually hit with that, and heal. This may be exactly what I needed to do to show off something. So, here's the fun part. You see that stun? We've lost the battle. We have already lost. I'm pretty sure, anyway. I'm pretty sure we cannot come back from this. Even if we are really hurting Apollo here. And because that Psy shot is so powerful, I'm just going to use myself to heal, while Mage gets to keep taking shots at him with the Psy pistol. Oh, nope, we survived. Because if I kind of sped past it a little bit, but if you notice, it says he explodes. Well, if you're low on hit points when that happens, that can actually kill you. Game over. However, if your father is alive, it will work perfectly fine for you. And now we've taken all the Magi back, and Dad has... Well, Dad did not die to explosion. Dad died to flare really early on in the fight. And now we're looking at the dead and dying father here. And Lantern goes, hey, we can do something with the Magi. And I'm like, alright, we have all 78 now. Let's make a statue. And Dad's like, oh dear God, did you not see what just happened with Apollo? Please don't do this. This is a remarkably bad idea. And the Star's like, you know, we don't know what's going to happen when we try this. And Mage is like, what? So what? Go ahead, Strat, use them. And Star's like, well, we believed and followed you. It's your decision. Daft as it may be. And I'm like, Mage? Lantern? Star? Thank you! And Father's like, you idiots. You dense buffoons. It's like, you know, I made a promise to go back home with you in tow, willing or not, Dad. And then, with everything shaking, we have a visitor. We made the statue. So it made Isis appear, one of the ancient gods. who wants to know what's happening. But she asked, even though she can read minds, and goes, and we say, hey, could you save my dad? Alright, he's fine now. So, thank you. So now the whole place is shaking. So Isis needs to go down to the, center of the celestial palace here. And Isis has no way to stop it from here. So yeah, going down to the middle of the palace, and we've just been voluntold. And because, as a statue, she's a little bit too big to move around, she can shrink herself. I guess she figured out how to micronize like the giants. And I'm like, you know, you're bossy. But let's go. So anyway, Isis joins us. And now we have this music, and, well, we've got a door in front of us. So let's see here. We're actually in pretty good shape. So let me check abilities here. Okay, so we still have all flares. And Dad no longer is a problem, but Isis's entire repertoire is basically just based around using the non-special magi, which makes sense since she is constructed of all 78 of them. So we're not going to finish out the game this time, because now we're going to go in here and we have a very large area to cover. It's a straight shot, straight down, but you cannot run from 99% of the fights. There is one fight you can run from, but it actually drops a pretty interesting weapon, even if we don't really have much room for extra weapons. But there are no treasure chests, there are just fights. However, we will attempt to finish out this game when next we come back. So until then, take care everyone. See you later.